Many ancient wall paintings are said to show flying objects and visitors from outer space, but these images also appear in classic commissioned pieces of art, particularly those that depict divine events. Is there a genuine connection between the divine and alien activity? Well, according to the Cater of Believers, these 6 classic pieces of artwork clearly show UFOs. The Annunciation with Saint Midas. The Annunciation with Saint Midas, which was painted in 1486 by Italian artist Carlo Crivelli, shows the Virgin Mary shortly before she realizes that she will give birth to Jesus the Savior. A beam of light coming from a round opening in the sky to Mary's head is said by most mainstream art critics and historians to be the halo of the Lord projecting down to Mary. However, UFO and alien enthusiasts have interpreted the halo as a disc-shaped UFO. Their belief is that Jesus wasn't divine at all. Instead, it was the result of genetic engineering and the implanting of a child into the unsuspecting Immaculate Conception. Supposedly, she was abducted and impregnated by an alien race. The Crucifixion of Christ. The Crucifixion of Christ, which hangs above the altar of the Visoka Dekani monastery in Kosovo, depicts the crucifixion of Jesus Christ with a clear airborne craft in each corner of the painting. Even stranger, a person appears to be piloting each aircraft. The pilot in the top right corner is looking back at the craft behind him, as if he's being pursued. Both pilots seem to be dressed in spacesuits. The lack of halos near them appears to rule out the possibility that they are divine beings. Mainstream theorists have suggested that the UFOs are symbols of the sun and the moon. However, the Christian Church doesn't recognize the sun or the moon as deities of divine beings. At the time that this painting was created, such a suggestion would have been considered blasphemy and could have resulted in the person being put to death. The Baptism of Christ. The Baptism of Christ, which was painted by Dutch artist Art de Held in 1710, shows a disc-shaped object shining several beams of light toward the baptismal scene below. Held was a keen student of Rembrandt, and some believe that this would have given the Dutch artist access to Vatican's art archives and their secret knowledge. As a result, many people believe that Held's paintings, especially this one, are cleverly conveying that secret knowledge to the public. Whether this is true is open to debate, but 4 columns of light, rather than a single ray emanating from the craft, seem to suggest that this is an actual object. The Madonna with Saint Giovanni. In the painting The Madonna with Saint Giovanni, a flying craft is above and behind the left shoulder of the Madonna. A man is staring up at the craft. His dog appears to be barking at it, which suggests that the object isn't divine. Rays of light appear around the craft. The position of the Madonna in relation to her children has led some to suggest that she's shielding them from the craft. Her halo also appears to be darker and fainter in this particular picture. Could that be related to the object in the sky behind her? Another theory is that the object is simply a symbol of Domenico Ghirlandaio, the artist. He is believed to have painted the piece during the second half of the 15th century. Triumph of Summer Tapestry. The Triumph of Summer Tapestry, which was created in Brooks, Belgium in 1538, shows several objects that look like modern UFOs. In the top left of the tapestry, several saucer-shaped objects appear to have raised sections in them, almost as if they were cockpits. As there are no known religious symbols that look like this, it has to be assumed that these objects do not symbolize something divine. The piece is supposed to depict a ruler's ascent to power, so it's difficult to see the connection between this scene and the strange craft. However, it's possible that the connection is nothing more than the artist recreating a natural phenomenon that he had previously seen. Let Abade. Painted in the mid-15th century, Let Abade is a montage of scenes showing various aspects and beliefs of monastic life. Part of this picture shows Jesus on the cross, and many eagle-eyed enthusiasts have picked out a small, red disc-shaped UFO at the bottom of that scene. Debunkers claim that the red, saucer-shaped object is nothing more than a traditional cardinal's hat that belongs to Saint Jerome, the person kneeling in front of the cross. On the other hand, ufologists believe that the red trails projecting from the UFO show its erratic movements. However, the trails are probably just the tassels of the traditional headpiece. Besides, this head appears in many other paintings of Saint Jerome. As in this picture, the head is usually found close to him. So guys, that's all for today. These were 6 historic paintings that clearly show UFOs. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time, bye!